Did you know that there are four distinct different personalities that everyone who's in a sales or service role must learn how to identify and adapt to? Well, there are. And these personality types are really broken down into assertive, amiable, expressive, and analytical. So let's talk for a second about each one. The assertive personality is going to be the person that's trying to control the call, dictate what they think that they need, and kind of tell you how to do your job. Now, we all know in insurance that if you're not licensed, you might not really know what insurance you need. So, for an assertive personality, you really want to make sure that you're short, to the point, but talk about how you're solving problems for them. Their attention span generally isn't long, and they really have done their research, so they feel very knowledgeable on whatever they're talking about. You can win them over and overcome their challenges by really taking advantage of their competitive streak and exposing them to new things they might not have thought of. Now, you can't do this in an aggressive way. You have to do this in a way that says, hey, I was thinking about something and I want to make sure you knew about it. So you have to be careful with these personality types, but you can work through them and really get them on your team. Amiable, on the other hand, is all about trust. They want that rapport. They want to believe in the person that they're doing business with. Their buying cycle may be longer and they may ask a lot of questions, which can frustrate or irritate you, but that's not the key. What you really want to think about is the fact that you need to take your time to build that relationship and build that rapport with them. The biggest thing you want to do is show examples of how you've helped other people. They like to build that trust. So anything we can do to help continuously build trust with them is going to be key. Make sure that you take them through and walk them through what the process is. They want to understand the holistic view of what's going to happen so they understand where they are and what questions to ask. So while a person that's amiable may come off very friendly and you might get excited like this is a slam dunk, don't be surprised if their sales cycle takes a little bit longer. Then there's the expressives. They're the ones that are trying to do good for others. So if you can prove that your recommendations are going to do better for their family, help provide, they're very excited. They really want to see facts and proof. So case studies are important. Talk about the relationship. They're really a blend of facts and relationship all at the same time. But they really want to know how this decision is going to benefit them, not just for today, but for the long haul. So things like talking about just this year's rate or what you're doing right now aren't going to be what floats their boat. You need to think about that ongoing relationship, what you're going to do, what this looks like if this was a partnership, not just a transaction. The analytical personality is one of the more difficult ones I find to work with. They can never be rushed. They're definitely going to do things on their own pace. They want to take time, gather facts, and verify what you're saying is true. So just because you provide them with fact, don't be surprised if they then go out on the internet and find things that dissuade your arguments. They really have done their research, so sometimes you can skip over some of the basics, but make sure that you don't do that too often without confirming that they have. So you might want to say something, are you familiar with an umbrella policy? And if they say yes, then you can kind of skip to higher level items. But make sure that you go over the basics because oftentimes they can miss something in their research. They would like lots and lots and lots of detail. So going over the policy is going to be very critical for them. They want to know every nook and cranny of what they're getting, what they're paying for to feel like an informed buyer. Also, don't feel like you have to force a relationship that's not there with an analytical. In an analytical situation, they're building a relationship by data points, not necessarily by smiles and affirmation. So these are the 4 data points that we have. We've got a great training that we can do virtually with your team. So if you're ever interested, let us know. We'd love to book some virtual training hours with you or do something on site.